So, something else just to add to this little video. As I said in the last one, things are a bit of a standstill now, so I'm just trying to do what I can, so piecing bits together. So yeah, so I have started on the garden out back, which you've seen in a previous video where I said that we've got a garden to rent. So I'll just flip the camera and explain to you what the plan is and what I've started doing and what I'm going to do. So here we have the garden. All that's been dug out. So as I said, I've been doing a bit of digging. If you look at this square here, basically I'm going to put the fence line around there and make this into a bit of a parking space, just because parking's a murder on front. So yeah, there'll be a gate along here. You'll walk in here, maybe bedding up the side and a path down here, and then over here, not sure of the full plans yet, but shed on that back wall, and then we've got this raised area over here which will stay raised, and then just repointed, tidied up a bit. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some sleepers along here and build this up, and then potentially put something else across the back of here. Source some free material. When I say sourced, I don't mean stolen. Them sheets in there, they were in a skip near my work. I spoke to the site foreman and he said, yeah, they're just getting scrapped, so I've took them. So I'm going to reuse that as part of the fencing. And some timbers, again, all off a job that the builder said I could take them, so all good. So yeah, so essentially that's the next bit of the job. And then the rest of the garden, we don't know yet. Kids keep going on about a trampoline, so that might be something to happen. But yeah, just general stuff. So I'll just quickly flip the camera back. So yeah, that's what we're doing for now. As I say, we budget's a bit of a zero at the minute, so we're just waiting on building control and things like that for the loft, because that's what I really want to prioritise and that's what I really want to get on with. But until I hear back from them, there's not a lot I can do. So I'm just essentially do what I can where I can. So maybe not the best video, but still hope you enjoy watching. Cheers. Just a quick update. Keeps raining, so I can't film. Just for anyone that's not sure, well, in fact I've never told anyone on the channel, I only ever use my phone, so everything you're seeing is just filmed on my phone. So I don't want to leave my phone out and it keeps raining. So yeah, so dug 3 holes, just set this post in, got it level. Got the other 2 to do down there, and then I'm going to dig these out that run across here. So yeah, that's just a quick update of where we're at, and I'll check back in with you soon. So I'm afraid there's been no footage of the fencing going on the back garden, if you will, just because the rain just has not stopped at all. So I've just had to crack on with it. So yeah, still a gate to put in, but the fence is up, so I will flip the camera and let you have a look. So take a look at this. Not bad, eh? Not bad to say it were all reclaimed. All I've had to do is literally pay for a bit of postcrete. So a gate to go in there, and then yeah, we're all fenced in. So this will be quite clearly the garden entrance, and then whatever we do with the garden. But this is going to get dug out, levelled, sheeted, and then just some white chippings or something. If I'd have owned it, I would have concreted it or tarmac or something, so it would have been a solid foundation, but I can't justify putting that much money into something that essentially I don't own. So yeah, but still, it's a bit of off-road parking space and a garden that's nicely fenced off, all reclaimed materials. Yeah, not bad, I don't think. Hopefully I'll get you some more footage as we go along. Like I said, just it's rained non-stop rain, so I couldn't leave my phone out. Chop saw I had to keep putting away, getting it back out, putting away. So, but there we have it. That's where we're at so far. So what you've just seen there is me filling in all the block, so all the brick that was here. There were big gaps, and obviously when we come to reboard this, I don't want big voids underneath. That bit you're going to see coming up in a minute, but yeah, just filled all that in just because there were big gaps that were in way. And then again, you're going to see that in a minute. And then yeah, the fireplace. So lintel, some people might be wondering why the acrols are under there and not here, and that's because you can see here two big slabs of stone with this lintel sat on. So I didn't like the fact that this lintel, obviously it's doing its job carrying the chimney, but I didn't like the fact that these two them big stones were sat underneath, so that's why I've put the next lintel in to support them, which in turn supports this lintel. I did try to show you a minute ago, but you can't really see it. So that's the big stone there, and that's the big stone, and that's what the acros were holding. So yeah, that's what you've just seen. You're going to see all this in a minute. So the camera cut off there. I think someone must have rung a text me, and when you're doing a time lapse it interferes with it. So I'll just go back here so you can see it. So that's the boarding pretty much finished now. So it's coming on. Yeah. Obviously it's all going to get re-skimmed, but yeah, that's the finished boarding now. So we'll see what comes next. Oh, just another thing, we were going to put shelving in with lights, but we've decided against it just because it was too much messing to do it. So we're just going to possibly have panelling going in once it's skimmed. So that's where we're up to at the minute. Harry, sit. Sit. Boy. Minor. Minor. Hey. Sis. Right. Sit. Good girl. Yeah, okay. So, quick garden update. I've been doing little bits on it, but just got lots of something to show you. Not that interesting, but just thought it's worth a show. So here we are. So digging all this out to level it off. Found some tarmac underneath. Bit of a shoddy job. Touch up tarmac, but then some sort of patio or path under here. Yeah. Bit of a discovery. So we'll see where it leads to. So just to give you a bit more of an update, literally just tidying up. Nothing worth filming, to be honest, but a couple of bushes up top there. I've moved them back towards the fence. Just had a good clear out. A couple more to move back, and then I've been trying to burn that stump out there. Yeah, bit of a garden update for you.
She was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach. So she ran away in her sleep, dreaming paradise, paradise, paradise. Every time she closed her eyes.
So the garden so far, I've not been filming because I use my phone for music out here, and to be honest, it's just general maintenance, so it'd be a bit boring to watch. But yeah, I've cleared part of that. I need to dig it out. Found a bit of a patio underneath for a path or something. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, eventually that'll become a parking space. Dug this out for a path. Just put these here temporary to walk on. So I'll have a border along there, border along there. The border will run full length, and then it will come here and go down there. And I want some sort of hedging in here to grow for privacy. And then I acquired some plants from a neighbour that didn't want them, so I've planted that one there, and the little one in the middle over there. They come from the neighbour. All the others that come off another one over there, so put that there. Split them in two, separated them. That were already there, and that were already there. And I've split these in two, just to get a bit of a length. I'll be honest, I don't really know what any of them are, but I'm hoping that as they grow, I'll be able to tame them and, you know, do something with them. And then all this been dug out. So basically I'm gonna level all this off, take some of that bigger stone out and reuse it somewhere, but all the rest of it, I'm just gonna level it out. I'm gonna section that off and basically bury all that underneath, so that'll become level, and then I'll put some on top, not sure yet. As you've seen with the video, bit of a trampoline for kids. Yeah, got that for free off Facebook Marketplace. Just needed a right good clean. Can't grumble. Also got them for free off Facebook Marketplace. So, as I keep repeating on this channel, we're on a really tight budget at the minute because of house renovations and things. So pretty much this garden, I want it to be for at least a couple of years, no cost or very little cost. So probably impossible to say no cost, but like the postcrete cost me, so there's some cost already. This sloped down, so I built all this up with what I've dug out. So yeah, that's the garden so far. Let's just go back here. Jodie's been jet washing today, jet washed all this, and then there's some polystyrene, unfortunately, just blown about. But yeah, Jodie's jet washed pretty much all this alleyway. But yeah, that's how the garden's looking so far. It'll look good in time.